They hooked a little microchip and they scanned my body, and I had to crack my neck many times so they could examine the brain and take over control and make me like basically play guitar really good and feel the rhythms of the universe, man.
I am so mad and upset at myself for we were gonna go bowling.
No bowling, so don't grab. Oh, autism.
Okay, latest edition. Well, it's not going to be the latest edition when I do some more editions. But for now, latest edition of Toad Wastoid presents Creation is Impossible. It absolutely is impossible. Creation is impossible. My nose is impossible. My mustache whiskers are impossible. Everything's impossible. Creation is impossible. Dun, 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 dun. What are we talking about? Today, my name's Toad Wastoid. It's also named Adam. MAGA Adam, I guess, because of cosplay. Not the church, the detox center. But that's another story for another day. I did so much tussing that they created a virus named after me. See, because I did so much tussing, they said he must be the owner, Adam Michael Carr, owner, and they said he did so much tussing that people were like, yep, he's the owner. He owns it all. Because he did so much tussing. They're saying Carr's the owner. But then there was like, no, he's not the owner. But they're like, no, man. Like, if he did that much tussing, like, he's the owner. And they're like, no, he created a virus. He created a virus because he did so much tussing. And he got you to believe that he was the owner of the universe because he's drunk. And we thought it was kind of funny that, like, you thought he was the owner. So we named a virus after him. It's just a common, regular, everyday meal flu or cough. You can, if you want to do some testing, it might clear it. It might help with that. But don't do it too much. Otherwise, they'll name a virus after you. Okay? Okay, alright. So, anyways, talking about the hospital today. Well, a visit to the hospital. As we all know, I have Neuralink. I am the very first Neuralink receptor ever in the universe. I actually wrote all the medical doctorate papers for the brain, how the brain works in a computer, a digital computer. They hooked a little microchip and they scanned my body, and I had to crack my neck many times so they could examine the brain and take over control and make me like basically play guitar really good and feel the rhythms of the universe, man. It's like a microchip to make me a rock star. Anyways, so it also talks to me, like when I was in the hospital, that's what we're talking about. So I was in the hospital, this guy was talking, his name was John, and he talked too much, and he was in a psychopath, not psychopath, but a cycle. He kept going over he had a story, he flipped his shit, and he was like in a constant cycle with his story, and he was trying to get it right. And he had a lot of energy, and he was a big guy. So I go lay down, and because I'm dealing with this guy, and I'm like kind of daydreaming, because that's what you do in the hospital. Like, you're like, all right, I've had enough. I'm just going to go lay in my bed. And kind of daydream until it's dinner time, or lunchtime, or breakfast time. Because basically all you do in the hospital is eat, and sleep. But John was talking, and I had to get some rest, and I hear a voice in my head say, 88 is important. I hear a voice. Right, so, like, and I don't know if it's God or if it's, I don't know where to start. Okay, anyways, we'll just get to the point. 88 is important. So, I hear that. I don't know if I get out of bed right away, but I hear it, and I don't know what to think of it. 88 is important. I go out of the room and go down the hall. I think there was something on the loudspeaker. Maybe they said 391, room 391, Toadbert, 391, room 391, Toadbert. And then I was like, CIA, 391 is CIA. So in the CIA room, Toadbert, and I go down the way, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I look on the piece of paper, and there's HH, okay, and I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at the HH, and I'm like, that's 88, because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, G, G, Allen is 77 Allen. All right, so HH, and I don't know what happened, but someone put a S in front of the HH, or maybe it was just SHH all along. Regardless, the HH, if it was SHH all along, maybe this is probably what happened. Okay, someone put SHH and on the paper, and I was in my room, and I heard 88 is important. I come out of my room, and John's talking, because someone probably put shush, and I'm like, HH is important because, or 88 is, and I'm like, you guys, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm hearing shit in my room. It says 88 is important, and I talked to John. I was like, John, you've got to quiet down. We understand, and I'm like, we love you, you know, and it got me to quiet down. I was like, but do you understand that, like, I was in my room and I heard 88 is important, and I quieted down John. We had the shush, we had the SHH, and then you guys are thinking I'm ridiculous. And then I probably went into the fact that the phone number was 315-7990, 315-7991. So 315-11-11, November 11th. So 11-11, November 11th is the 315th day of the year. And I was born in 79. And it's IOIA. Okay? So 315-7990, 315-7991. So it's Veterans Day 79 IO, Veterans Day 79 IA, Iowa, Iowa. I went to college in Ames, Iowa. All right, so Ames, Iowa, you know where they have the caucuses in Des Moines, Iowa? And the Des Moines, Iowa caucuses are really important. So Des Moines is lower than Ames. Ames is in the middle of Iowa, IA, not to be confused with AI. The first digital computer was constructed in Ames, Iowa. So I went to college in Ames, Iowa. What did I do when I went to college in Ames, Iowa? It was early on in the internet days. It was about 2002, maybe 2000. No, it's probably about 2000, actually. And I went on the internet in 2000 and looked up my name, because I was in the International Thespian Society's convention in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I was on the main stage. I sang on the main stage all by myself. I sang as the Beast, believe it or not. So I wanted to look up if there was anything about me singing on the main stage at the International Thespian Society's International Convention. And I come up on a movie called Valentine the Movie, which was going to be released on 2/11 with a guy named David Boreanaz playing Adam Carr. Okay, let's recap. What was I talking about earlier? Okay, being in the hospital, where I heard 88 is important. So then I go out of the hospital room and I see HH and I say S H H. 88 is important, John. Shh. I'm saying, John, you can't hear what Ames, Iowa, AI, Iowa, first digital computer ever, because they made the different. It's a digital. It's AI, Iowa AI. It's the first digital computer, Iowa AI, IA, Iowa, IA, Iowa. Okay. AI, the first digital computer ever created in Ames, Iowa. Okay, so shh. 315 7990. 315 7991. 9 is I and 1 is A. Okay. And that's the phone number to the crazy house where I'm. Okay, so let's go back to the crazy side of the hospital. All right, I'm sitting there, and it's like wah wah wah. I'm just sitting there. Some people are in the center of the room. We're in the lot, or like the main room of the crazy side of the crazy house, and it's like womp womp. I'm like, whoa, there's a definite bell. Womp, 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 and this is the exoskeleton. I'm like, wow, I'm pretty fucked up, because, like, I was like, that. I definitely heard a voice. I'm like, anyone else hear that? Anyone else hear that? I feel that fucking, like, Liberty Bell, like, fucking womp, womp, like a cone, not a cone, but a cylinder, just a, like, a, you know what a thunder drum is? It's like a womp. And it said, this is the exoskeleton. And that was like, I was near the wall, but it just seemed like there was just a circle in the middle of the room, and I'm on the outside of it, and it spoke to me like a beam, like a pillar, you know, like the Muslims, they talk about the 4 pillars. Okay, the Muslims, they talk about the 4 pillars. I don't know what it means, but this fucking thing, it was like a pillar in the middle of like, and I was like, holy shit, that's powerful. I'm telling you, it was like a can, like a big old can, thunder drum can. Do you know what a thunder drum is? A thunder drum is this big. Okay, imagine like a small can of coffee. Okay, but then like 12 feet tall, like you know, and then like you rock. Maybe not 12 feet tall, maybe 8 feet tall. And then you rock this humongous coffee can, this 8 feet tall coffee can, and it's like, it's on the cement and it's like rolling around. And you got to be careful not that it falls over, because you're not going to be able to pick this thunder drum up. But they have this and it makes noises. So what am I saying? I'm saying when I was in the fucking crazy side of the crazy ward, there was like this electrical thunder drum, and it says, this is the exoskeleton, and there was people inside there, but they were just, and then, so I was like, what the fuck did I just hear? So I wrote it on a piece of paper, and I explained it to the people there. 88 is important. Listen. John, you're not listening to what the angels have to say if you're yapping, trying to explain away. You're telling me your story. I'm trying to tell you that no one cares. No one cares what you have to say, John. It's 88 is important.
I am so mad and upset at myself for. We were gonna go bowling.
No bowling, so don't drink. Like autism.